Hey, it's Jermaine Edwards, your customer growth guide here, and we're going to be talking about the golden circle and how you can use it to increase your productivity and performance starting from today. Hey, welcome to the channel, and if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button and the like button if you find this of value, so you can get videos from me every Monday and Wednesday in your week to grow your customer relationships. So let's get started with the golden circle. Now, in 2009, there was a video that hit the TEDx stages, and it was called How Great Leaders Inspire Action. This was said and spoken with by a thought leader called Simon Sinek. Now, Simon Sinek was somebody who brought some provocative ideas, thoughts that perhaps might have been counterintuitive to a lot of people, but actually were really fundamental to shifting the perspective of how you can win in business. And the big idea was this. He brought this model called the golden circle, and it consisted of three overarching circles. One small middle circle, then a second circle around that, and an overarching circle. Now, the big overarching circle represented the what, the things that we do typically. We sell the products, the features, the advantages, those things that deliver the service that we actually produce. Then underneath that, we have the how, which is the process in which that particular product or service works. But the real richness he was speaking about that wins hearts and minds, that connects people to services and brands, is about the why, the core purpose of why a business exists and how somebody can relate themselves emotionally to that particular service or product. Now, this will work for leaders, for teams, and for customers in terms of how you sell your product and service, but equally, we can apply it to ourselves. And that's what I want to talk about, how we can use this to apply productivity and performance to our own ability each day. So here's how we're going to do this. We're going to start with the question, why? Right in that middle circle, if you're able to kind of draw it yourself, go ahead and do that right now. That small middle circle, write out the word why. And then you're going to ask this particular question. Why is your role important to the success of your customers today? Why is your role important to the success of your customers? Now, if you don't know that already, then hey, now's the time to really reflect on that, because how you show up and the things that you do will be reflected based on the perception of your value to your customers. So why is your role really important to your customer success? That's the first important question. The second question is around the how. That next circle, if you want to draw that out and put a how at the top of that circle, it's how will you now show up to work, to play, wherever that might be, where you actually deliver services and value, to ensure that that purpose is lived out effectively. How do you want to show up? What kind of person do you actually want to be in front of your customers? What kind of things do you want to have them experience about you? That's the how. Then the next overarching circle is about the what. What is it now that you need to do daily, weekly in order to achieve those things? What kind of habits, behaviors, what kind of things do you need to have in place at that kind of early morning routine or throughout that particular day that will ensure you have repeated and consistent success? Now, those things will be different for you and maybe your colleagues, but the important question here is if you're not asking these questions, it's unlikely that you're fulfilling all the productivity possibilities and performance possibilities that you could with your customers and for yourself. So the big question here is, are you willing to challenge yourself to ask yourself why, then look at the how, and then start to act on the what? That's what I wanted to share with you today. And again, subscribe to the channel for more ideas and thoughts and philosophies like this to drive your performance. And I'll see you in the next video.